Hello, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in. If you're jumping on now, we're going to go ahead and wait a little bit until we get some more viewers, and then I'll go ahead and get started. So this week I am talking about the hierarchy of fat loss and what is that. So I'm going to break down and help you prioritize what your workouts should be each week in order to get optimal fat loss results. So from a fitness standpoint, I call this the hierarchy of fat loss because I always say if you've gotten this in first, then you can add this in. If you've gotten that in first, if you've gotten that in second, then you can add that third exercise that you love to do in. So I'm going to break that all down for you. Obviously, this is if your goals are to lean out, lose fat, keep all the muscle you have, because you can go into muscle wasting pretty easily as well. And really just sculpt out that lean body. So this is for the person who is not necessarily looking to bulk, but the person who's looking to just really become a fat burning machine. So I'm dialing in or videoing in, Facebook living in, whatever you call this. Hi, Mom. Thanks for joining. Oh, good. We got lots of people on. Fun. I'm Facebook living in from Austin, Texas. So send me any topics, you guys, those of you that have been getting on regularly, or if you're just jumping on for the first time, please inbox me any topics that you find you struggle with in the fitness world, nutrition world, wellness, mindset, anything you have questions on. I would love to do a show on it. And I'm also looking for feedback. Let me know. This is the seventh show. So go back and watch the other ones and let me know, or if you've been watching each show, let me know what you think. Any topics maybe you want to learn more about that I've already covered, we can dive in deeper with some of those topics as well. I like to keep these short and sweet, although sometimes they do get, a little carried on, especially when we have questions and stuff. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. So today, like I just said at the beginning, I'm covering the hierarchy of fat loss and really, one more thing, there's a little share button on the bottom left, and I've been meaning to say this. When you're watching, you can literally just click the share button. So if there's anyone you can think of that could benefit or would like this content, like wellness, health, fitness, nutrition, mindset, just healthy living, feel free to go ahead and share this. I would so appreciate that. Just looking to really put out some valuable tips that you guys can actually implement right away into your lifestyle. So today we're going to cover hierarchy of fat loss. So let's go ahead and dig in. So first things first, let's get this out of the way. Nutrition always comes first. It comes first before the exercise hierarchy of fat loss. Nutrition is first and foremost. You want to get your body running optimally. You want to get your body and bring your body into balance. When you're out of whack with your nutrition, your body's not going to run as efficiently. You want to think of your body as like a high-end car. You're not going to put shitty gasoline in it. Excuse my language. I hope I don't get blocked on Facebook. I don't think I've sworn on here yet. So you want to make sure that you're putting the high-end gasoline in your high-end vehicle, right? You're not going to put the low end in your Porsche. So you want to think of your body that way. You want to be putting in the most high-quality, dense nutrition, organic foods in your body. And remember, this is all a balance. It's all a process. So just constantly be taking those steps forward each day. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Kate. And so nutrition's first and foremost. Remember that. So once you're working on your nutrition, and I always recommend too, if you're making huge shifts in your nutrition, give yourself some time before you throw in the exercise too. If you're already working out all the time, then that's fine. Or not all the time, but a couple times a week, that's fine. Keep that up. Stay consistent with it. But if you're not doing anything right now in either department, work on the nutrition first and then add the exercise in. It can be really stressful on the body to actually shift and do both things at one time. So give yourself a couple weeks of really cleaning up your nutrition, and then as your energy levels start to go up, go ahead and start throwing the exercise in. Okay, so now that we laid the groundwork, nutrition is first, right? You're working on that first. Then your energy levels are up. It's time to start exercising. What do you do to really optimize your fat loss results? First things first is strength training. That always should be the basis of your fat loss exercise program. This is also the basis of when I did endurance running, long marathon running, half marathons, 5Ks, strength training was still the basis of my program. When I first started running, the only injury I have ever had was when I wasn't incorporating strength training into my routine. So regardless of what your goals are, whether it's to complete an endurance run, do an obstacle course race like Spartan or Tough Mudder, or maybe you're an Olympic lifter or whatever it is, strength training is always going to be the basis. So today we're talking about fat loss though, so especially strength training should be the basis. You want to think of it as kind of your first priority. Did I get all of my strength workouts in? That's the first check on the checklist. You want to work up to at least 3 times per week. For me, when I'm at a full workout schedule, it's 3 solid strength programs per week or lifting sessions. And then from there, I add in the other types of exercise I'm going to talk about next. But a few more things I want to talk about before we move on to the second priority. So first priority, strength training, 3 times per week. What does that actually look like? And we can do a whole nother show specifically on, more how to build your strength program, but you want to think about full body movements. So when you're in the gym, you want to be thinking about what is going to get my heart rate up and what is going to make me sweat the most. Typically, that is when you move through 2 joints in your body. That's how I think of it. So if your hips are moving backwards and your knees are bending, that's awesome. That's a full body movement. You've got more than one joint going on there. So you've got your knees and your hips moving. When you're doing a overhead press, you've got your elbow and your shoulder. Both joints are moving. So you want to think of full body movements, movements that contain multiple joints. That's the best way to explain it without getting too technical and sciencey. So what do those movements look like? So that could be anything that is a push movement. So whether it's a cable, you've got the cable machine and you're doing a chest press. That could be a pull movement, rows, like lat pull down you could do. I like to always do things kneeling, half kneeling, or standing because you're going to really get the core engaged. Push-ups, really good solid push-ups. No sissy push-ups where you're hanging down through your shoulder blades and your hips are on the floor. Real solid good push-ups. You can always elevate your push-ups too so that you can walk the exercise back if it's a little too hard for you. Pull-ups, chin-ups, anything like that. So pushing and pulling for your upper body. Then when we get to our lower body, we have a couple different movements. I'm just going to walk through them now and just mention them. Feel free to Google them and look on YouTube to get better ideas for what exactly I'm talking about if this is completely foreign to you. So we have pushing and pulling for our upper body. We have deadlifts, squats, single leg, and lunging. Those are my 4 lower body movement patterns that I train. And when you hear the word squat, you're probably thinking like, that's the only exercise. There's a million variations of squatting, right? I'm just using this as movement. So when I build a program for someone or I'm trying to help someone else learn really what the basis of their strength program should look like, I talk in movements because movement patterns are what's functional in your everyday. That's how you move in your everyday. That's going to get you the strongest. That's going to make your body stronger as one whole unit. Okay, so full body movement, strength training is first priority. You want to work your way up to 3 times per week. You want to incorporate full body exercises that pass through multiple joints. This is going to give you more bang for your buck too because your heart rate is going to shoot up. So while you're doing these big bang for your buck exercises, you're also going to feel like you're on like a 5-mile run because your heart rate's going while you're lifting weights. That's what you want. If you're lifting weights and you feel like it's easy and your heart rate's not moving, you're not doing it right. It's got to be intentional lifting, passing through multiple joints, using full body movements. Those full body movements are pushing, pulling, deadlift, lunge, squat, and single leg. Okay? And we can dive deeper into that in another episode, but I just want to lay the hierarchy out. So we've got the first one, strength training. That's always your basis. It's going to make you a better fat burner. The more lean muscle you have on your body, the more fat you're going to burn just throughout the day. Not even, working out. You're going to set your body up so that your metabolism is revving, and you're going to continue to burn fat post-workout, sometimes up to 48 hours. Okay. Second thing, so if you've got all 3 of your strength workouts in each week, you can go ahead and add in some cardio. Now, if you have watched since the beginning, since I started this show, Wellness Wednesday, the first episode I did was, what is the best cardio for fat loss? And that is HIIT training. So if you've gotten your 3 strength workouts in for the week, you can go ahead and add your HIIT training in. You want to work your way up to about 2 times per week with this, especially if you're doing your 3 strength training programs and then you've got your 2 HIIT training programs. That's 5 days a week that you're working out. So you're almost at a full week of workouts there. So this can take a little bit to build up to this point. So just know, okay, maybe the first 2 weeks I'm going to focus on just really getting my solid strength program down. And then in that 3rd week, I'll add in 1 HIIT training session. Maybe in the 6th week, you add in both HIIT training sessions. Okay? So if you don't know what HIIT training is and you don't know how to really build a HIIT training workout, go back and watch the first episode I did of this. You can just go to my albums on my Facebook, click on videos, and you'll see Wellness Wednesday from like 6 or 7 weeks ago, and it'll say best cardio for fat loss. You can watch that one. Okay, so we've got our nutrition in line. We've got our 3 strength workouts per week. We added in some HIIT training. What comes next? Because at this point, you're already at 5 workouts for the week, right? 5 days. So you really only have 2 days left. So I always tell people, use that 6th workout as your choice. What do you love to do? What's going to light you up? What's going to make you feel excited to go get your workout done? For me, it's like going for a hike outside, and we have a path over by our house that's got like 900 some steps or something. I love doing that. Going for a bike ride with your family, going for a walk and talk with your friend, whatever that is for you, try and make that one a little bit more recreational, a little more fun. If you like to play tennis, something that's still going to get your heart rate up, something that's still going to contribute to your goals. But it's kind of that thing that you like to do that maybe is not the most ideal for fat loss, but you still love it and you want to fit it in. So that's your 6th workout for the week. And then the last but most important part of this whole equation is day number 7. And day number 7 of your week should be a full rest and recovery. So some people that love to work out every day are like, whoa, God. Trust me, all of the benefit in the workout comes when you incorporate full rest and recovery in between each workout, but also 1 full day. You need the full day off. You will come back feeling stronger. You'll repair. If you've got the right nutrition going, you'll regenerate and you'll recover faster. So some things you can do on your rest and recovery. I love to go get a massage. Foam rolling. So if you have a foam roller, foam roll the heck out of your body on that day. Any kind of corrective exercise that you know of. Maybe you work with a exercise or a personal trainer that's knowledgeable in corrective exercise. Do your corrective exercise routine on that day. Maybe you work with a chiropractor and he's got you doing some special things to help with your alignment. Do that on that day. You can still move. Take your dog for a walk, get out, but you really want to remember, okay, today's the day that my muscles are recovering and repairing so that I can hit it hard on Monday in the gym. Now, your rest day doesn't have to be on Sunday. That's just the way that I build my week typically. Some days I'll do Monday as my rest day and I'll work out on the weekends because Brett and I can work out together then. So that is the hierarchy of fat loss, guys. I'm going to run through it again real quick just to give you a summary. And if you're just jumping on now, I see some people getting on now. Thanks for joining. I'm going to post this video as a post, and you can go back to the beginning and watch it. So hierarchy of fat loss. Before we get into the exercise part of it, first thing is nutrition. Nutrition always needs to be cleaned up, about 80% clean, 80 to 90% depending on your body. And if you don't have that, it's going to be really hard to see the results from your workouts. So that's first and foremost. Then when we get into the hierarchy of fat loss for exercise, first things first is our strength training. We want to focus on full body movements passing through multiple joints. Things like examples would be walking lunges, push-ups, jump squats, anything that's passing through multiple joints. It's going to give you a little more bang for your buck. You're going to get your heart rate up higher, and you're really going to build some muscle, and you want to do that about 3 times per week. Once you've gotten your 3 strength workouts in, you're going to add in some HIIT training up to 2 times per week. That's already 5 workouts. So you're at day 5. You've got 2 days left. What do you do with them? The fourth thing is going after your nutrition, your strength, your HIIT training. Put in something fun that you like to do. So use that 6th workout of the week as, maybe playing tennis with your friends, going for a bike ride with your family, whatever it is that you like to do. And then that 7th day is going to be a no workout day. I love to do my cleanse days on that day. And that's really where you recover. You recover from all the activity. And remember, guys, if you're working out 5 days a week and you feel like your workouts aren't getting better, maybe you're not recovering fast enough. So scale it down. You want to feel that in each workout, yeah, you're going to have days where you're sore, but if you're consistently feel like you're not getting better, chances are you're not recovering fast enough in between your workouts. So look into your nutrition because that will help. And then also maybe you're someone who doesn't need to work out 6 days a week. Sometimes we overdo it and it's not necessary. Your workout is very stressful on the body, and you could actually overdo it and produce more or release more cortisol, and that stress, that excess and irregular cortisol curve will wreak even more havoc on your fat loss goals. So this is all just see what works for your body. If you get to 4 days per week and you're still cruising along, chugging along, losing a bunch of fat, then maybe that's a sweet spot for you. For those that love to work out and you get to 6 days a week and you're still recovering, you're still able to hit it out on that 5th and 6th workout, then good. But you really want to make sure you have at least 1 full day of rest and recovery. So, all right, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments. I'm just going to scroll through really quick. Hi, Kim. Thanks for joining. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Laureen. Thank you. Okay, I think I got everyone. I didn't miss anyone. Personal preference, low intensity yoga on rest days to fully stretch and gain mental clarity. It's so true. So that brings up a great point, Kim. We have a lot of different things to do, right? A lot of people there's bar class, yoga, cycling, all these different methods. I love going, I've been to SoulCycle a couple times. I'm not a huge cycler, but I just love the energy of it, right? It's fun to switch it up sometimes. So where do you fit all those in? Well, my philosophy is that if fat loss is truly your goal and you're looking to lean out and preserve lean muscle mass, that you must follow the hierarchy of fat loss. However, use those other workouts to supplement this. So if you love yoga, it totally restores your mind. Get yourself in a good spot with your fat loss goals and then incorporate the yoga in there. Incorporate the other things that you like as a supplement to the program. So, and again, everybody has different goals. Some people aren't looking to lose fat, and that's okay too. Sometimes if you're at a good spot and you're looking to maintain, I always recommend try just cutting back to maybe 2 days a week of strength and 2 days of HIIT. Some people are great with that. Some people can do more HIIT training and a little bit less strength training if they're already at their fat loss goals. So this is for someone who needs to switch something up, break through a plateau, is just ready to go all in and really lean out. Let's see. But yes, I love yoga just for the mental aspect of it. Meditation, yoga, the breathing. There's so many amazing deep breathing principles too that are incorporated in yoga that we used to do at our gym before we even started our workouts. That was the precursor to our warm-up, or our ramp is what we called it. So anything else? Anybody else have any tips or questions? And then we'll wrap it up. Thanks again so much, guys, for jumping on. We had a lot of people on this one. So fun. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. If you have any topics that you would like me to cover regarding anything wellness, so nutrition, fitness, mindset, detoxing, clean eating, organic foods, whatever it is, go ahead and shoot them over my way. Drop them in the comments here or send me a message. I'd be happy to do a show on it. And I'm always looking for feedback as far as the topics we've covered, and if you want to go deeper into any of the topics, or if you guys have any questions. So thanks so much for joining, and I will see you guys next week. Have a great 4th of July, everyone, and I'll talk to you next Wednesday.